Hello everyone. So my story starts my senior year of high school. This would be September of 2019. I was really excited for my entire senior year, for all the events coming up, graduation, prom, all of that fun stuff. It was so far starting out as a really good year. I was super happy. I had a lot of friends. I had made some of my best friends, and we were just having fun, doing teenager stuff. It was so far a really great start to my senior year. However, I was having some problems at home just with my parents and things going on, which I'll get into shortly. But I was having some difficulties, which led me to taking comfort into my aunt and my cousins. I was constantly over at their house. They didn't live too far from me. My cousins were a similar age to me. I really loved my aunt. I was having issues with my own mom, so I really looked at her as a mother figure. I was there doing homework on weekends, spending the night. I really loved hanging out with my cousins and their family. One day, it was September 25th, 2019. I was sitting in my government class. It was my third period, and my teacher received a call saying that I was to go to the front office and bring all my stuff and that I was leaving. This was a major shock to me, as I was not expecting to leave that day and was very confused and concerned. This is when we got to the front office, and my sister and I saw my dad, which was very odd and unusual considering he had never taken us out of school in all of our years of being in school. This is when he broke the news that my aunt had tragically passed away in her sleep overnight at just 40 years old. This was a lot to handle at 17 years old and a major turning point in my life. I was confused. I felt lonely. I had never experienced a loss of this magnitude to someone so close to me. I had just saw her 2 days prior to her passing. I felt guilt. I felt very sad and very lost. This was a hard thing to navigate, being so young and just starting what was supposed to be one of the best years of my life. And now I had to deal with all of the things. I was sad for myself. I was sad for my family, for my mom losing her sister, my grandma losing her youngest daughter. It was a lot to process at that time. So, because of this turning point in my life, the grief that I felt was overwhelming. I had to learn how to navigate my feelings better, how to process them, how to act upon them. I definitely had to learn to grow up a little faster and be able to be an adult. And this was a major turning point. I have gone through a lot of grief since then, and it has definitely taught me how to navigate everything in my life properly and healthily. So that was a very hard time, and something that will stay with me forever. So my next event was, I was 18 years old, just post-grad at high school. My dad's dad had just passed away, and my parents let us know that they were getting a divorce. They had always not been in the best relationship. This is why I had some problems at home. It didn't come as a huge shock, but this was also really hard to navigate. Nobody talks about how hard it is, your parents getting divorced as an adult, post-high school stuff. This was hard to navigate. It really taught me a lot about relationships, a lot about time and what I should be spending my time doing. This made me sad. My dad moved out. My dad moved houses, which meant we were moving houses and leaving my childhood home. We packed up all of our stuff and left my childhood home, and it was just me, my mom, and my sister who moved into a new house, and my dad was on his own. This was hard to navigate. It taught me a lot about relationships and how I wanted to spend my life. So this gets into my last topic. At 18, almost 19 years old, I began dating my current boyfriend. We met in high school. He was always into me, and I never gave him the chance, but we began texting and talking, and we started dating at the beginning of 2021. We quickly fell in love. We have been together ever since. It has been 5 years. This was a major turning point in my life, as this is someone I spend every single day with, and I have since I was 18, almost 19 years old. He has taught me so much about myself, about relationships, what I should look for in a person, how I should be treated, knowing my worth, and I'm so grateful for him every single day. And now we have been together almost 5 years. This coming December is someone I want to spend the rest of my life with. I love him very dearly, and he has taught me so much about myself, how to handle certain things. He has been with me through a lot over the last 5 years, and I am eternally grateful for him. Here is a picture of him and I. That's my mom and my grandma. So yeah, thank you.